Hello students, let us learn general science for class 8 from the book Science Square. Today we are going to learn chapter Conservation of Plants and Animals. In this chapter we shall discuss about deforestation, its causes and effects, how to conserve forest and wildlife, biosphere reserves, flora and fauna, endemic species, wildlife sanctuary, national park, red data book, migration, recycling of paper, and about afforestation. Let us begin the chapter. What is the meaning of deforestation? The clearing of forest and using the land for various purposes is termed as deforestation. It is responsible for survival threat to many living organisms. What is the cause of deforestation? Rapid urban development, agriculture related purposes, fuel requirement, setting up industries, making furniture, moreover natural causes like forest fires, droughts, etc. All these causes deforestation. What are the effects or consequences of deforestation? It increases the temperature and causes pollution level increased. It decreases the groundwater level. It decreases the soil rainfall and soil fertility. There will be increase in natural calamities like floods, droughts, etc. There would be decrease in the water holding capability and water infiltration rate of soil, and it also affects other soil properties. The main causes would be global warming. Deforestation will decrease the number of trees and hence increases in the carbon dioxide level in the atmosphere. The carbon dioxide gas gets trapped. The air rays reflected from the Earth's surface. This increases the temperature on the Earth. This disturbs the water cycle too and reduces the rainfall. That results in the drought. Soil erosion. Lesser the number of trees, more will be the soil erosion. The removal of the top layer of the soil will result into hard rocky layer which is less fertile and humus. Eventually, the fertile land will be converted into deserts. We call this as a desertification, and the removal of the top layer of the soil is called soil erosion. Let us see how to conserve forest and wildlife. To prevent deforestation and to conserve forest and wildlife, the government has implemented rules, methods, and various policies. The areas such as sanctuaries, national parks, and biosphere reserves have been marked where the activities like poaching, cultivation, plantation, hunting, grazing, etc. are prohibited. Sanctuaries and national parks. Sanctuaries are the places where animals and their habitats are safe from any external disturbances with very limited human activities. It includes Corbett National Park in Uttarakhand, Ranthambore National Park in Rajasthan. National parks are the places where animals can use their habitats and natural resources freely. Bandipur National Park in Karnataka, Keoladeo Ghana National Park in Rajasthan. Biosphere Reserves. These are the places for conservation of wildlife, animals, plants, traditional life of tribes, etc. These are the areas meant for the conservation of biodiversity and culture of that particular area. Nilgiri Bioreserve is seen in Karnataka and Sundarbans in West Bengal or Biosphere Reserves. The Panchmarhi Biosphere Reserves consist of one national park named as Satpura and two wildlife sanctuaries named Bori and Pachmarhi. Pachmarhi. Pachmarhi Biosphere Reserve. The Pachmarhi Bioreserve consists of one national park named Satpura and two wildlife sanctuaries named as Bori and Pachmarhi. The picture shows Pachmarhi Sanctuary having Bori Sanctuary, Satpura National Park. Biodiversity. It refers to the variety of organisms living on the earth, their interrelationships and their relationships with the environment. The plants of a particular region or area are termed as its flora. The flora includes sal, coral, teak, mango, jamun, sunflower, etc. The animals of a particular region or area are termed as its flora. Example, deer, lion, parrot, ant, goldfish, eagle, etc. Species. Species is nothing but a group of organisms which have the capable of interbreeding. They can produce and give birth to infants of the same kind and not of other kinds. These organisms possess the same characteristics. Endemic species. These are the species which are completely confined in a particular area and are not found anywhere else. Any animal or plant could be endemic to an area, a state, or a country. If any destruction takes place at such habitats, then it could affect their population and could also endanger the entire species. Examples of endemic species includes trees like sal, wild mango, etc. Animals like bison, Indian giant squirrel, etc. These are found only in Pachmarhi Biosphere Reserve. It's a giant squirrel. It is seen only in Pachmarhi Biosphere Reserve. We call this as an endemic species because it is seen only in that particular Biosphere Reserve. Wildlife Sanctuary. These are the areas reserved for the protection and give suitable living conditions to the animals. Activities like hunting, poaching, capturing, etc. of animals is prohibited in these sanctuaries. Sanctuaries gives protection to many endangered species like black buck, white-eyed buck, elephant, golden cat, pink-headed duck, gharial, marsh crocodile, python, rhinoceros, etc. The one which you are seeing in the picture is a golden cat. This is the black buck. This is pink-head duck. These are all endangered species. Indian sanctuaries have unique landscape, broad level forest, mountain forest, and bushlands in deltas of big rivers. These are the places we can see the sanctuaries. Satpura National Park. It is the first reserve forest of India, where the finest Indian teak is found in this. Rock shelters are also found in this park. There are even rock paintings in these places showing the existence of humans in this forest. These figures include animal and men fighting, hunting, dancing, and playing instruments. An initiative, Project Tiger, was launched by the government to protect tigers in these places. So, Satpura National Park is the first reserve forest of India, and there are rock shelters, Rock shelters, inside the rock shelters, we can see rock paintings. Rock paintings will have animal and men fighting, hunting positions, dancing and playing instruments. And a Project Tiger was being launched by the government in this area, particularly to protect the tigers. Animals like lions, elephants, wild buffaloes were also found in this reserve forest, but not now. Endangered species and red data book. Those animals whose numbers are gradually decreasing and might get extinct soon are known as endangered animals. The animals small in size are more likely to become endangered than the bigger animals. It includes snow leopard, giant panda, whooping crane, etc. This is leopard, snow leopard. It is endangered species. Giant panda, whooping crane. These are all endangered species which might get extinct soon. Red Data Book. It is a book which has list of all endangered species, that is plants and animals. The books for the plants, animals and other species are all individual. Ecosystem. It is a system that consists of all plants, animals, microbes living in a particular area along with the non-living things like air, water, soil, etc. There is an equal importance of each and every organisms, whether it may be a snake, frog, lizards, bats, etc. for proper functioning of the ecosystem. For the functioning of the ecosystems, all organisms must be given equal importance. Migration is a seasonal movement of animals, birds, etc. from one place to another. They go for migration to search for better climate, breeding place, food, etc. There are many birds that migrate from one part of the earth to the another due to climatic conditions, mainly for breeding purposes. They need suitable climate for rearing their young ones. Reforestation. It refers to the process of planting new trees. Natural reforestation means it's a natural growth of the trees that takes place at deforestation site if left undisturbed. There is no human involvement in this case. Forest Act. It is an act initiated to preserve and conserve forest so that people inhabiting these forests can fulfill their basic needs. Let us have a chapter recap. Wildlife Sanctuary, National Park and Biosphere Reserve are names given to the areas meant for conservation, preservation of forest and wildlife. Biodiversity refers to the variety of living organisms living in a specific area. Endemic species are found only in a particular area. Endangered species are those which faces the danger of extinction. Red Data Book contains a record of endangered species. Migration is a phenomenon of movement of species from its own habitat to some other habitat for a particular time period every year for a specific purposes like breeding. We should save, reuse and recycle paper to save trees, energy and forest. This ends the chapter.